Everyone, and we're at the last 2 levels of the game. Greetings, everyone, and I'm happy to admit that we are finally at the last 2 levels of the game. That's right, we're finishing this sucker today because I'm not getting all caught up in the next year. I mean, 6 months, really. I've been at this for 6 months. I can normally beat this game in under a week, and I'm at it for 6 freaking months. I mean, I had to take 2 weeks off, like, for the horror, but still, that should be accounted for all the other days that I could have been doing this. But 6 months, I didn't expect to take it that long. You know, back when the early days of this show, I actually had a crazy idea. That idea was that I would get done, get this, in under 2 months. Get it? Under 2 months. That was the big, that was my deadline. I think I started this in the middle of June, or even the beginning of June, and I said, oh, I should get done with this before school starts. You know, mid-August, around there. Yeah, well, dreams die. Let that be a lesson, everyone. Your dreams will fail unless you keep a well-organized schedule. Okay. Alrighty, so apparently Xerox decided to build a castle 50 feet high in the air, so high it goes above the clouds, and yet the main part is completely empty. Except for a few imps as daycares. That's another thing. He keeps a really nice, clean castle. I gotta admit that. Alright, so, what's next? Giant hellhound we have to kill, or maybe a bunch of demons, or falling down into freaking Narnia? What's going... Is that the sun? I saw a sky. I don't know if I saw clouds. What... Isn't this supposed to be, like, inside a... Yeah, that's a cloud. Is that like a spine if I try seriously? What's going on? My god, a 30-second cut screen and I'm already completely lost here. Where am I? Is this Earth? Is this freaking Narnia? Where am I? I guess I'm still in the castle, but... That made no sense whatsoever. Even this stupid walkway just ends in a dead end. Okay. So not only does Xerox have to defy the laws of architecturally sound castles, but he also has to defy the laws of physics. That's just great. Oh, more boiler guards. I really miss this game. You know, I love it in Medieval whenever you kill someone, like a human-shaped guy, their body parts just scatter. I mean, look at that. I just knocked that guy's head off. Alright. So, yeah, you guys could probably notice the little tiny alarm clocks flying around everywhere because... Yeah, I guess that was really required. They all say 7 o'clock, too. I don't know why that is. I'll see what the goblin guy... Maybe he has no clue what I am.
Using a dark magic called science.
What is the science of which you speak?
Based around the mechanical measurement of time.
Mechanical what?
The innards of this chronograph are fiendishly complicated.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on the flying timepieces and get ready to reset the hands of the master time.
Alright, I'm completely lost here. Okay, so Xerox designed this place to mimic, like, the passing of time in, like, the chronosphere or something. I don't know what that means, but... So Xerox decided to, instead of actually making something logical, just made a bunch of alarm clocks, trampolines in the shape of brains, and clocks that instead of actual numbers, he put zodiac signs. That's great. Alright, so you get close to a door and it says 8:05. Alright, it's on the clock. I think that's the reason they decided not to put Roman numerals, because that would be too easy for the gamer. So they decided to make zodiac signs for you to remember. Wow. I mean, really? Is it that... Oh, what the... What are... That freaking eyeball took half my life. How is that... Oh, I should have jumped off, but these guys are... You know what? I think it's because the game designers were probably thinking, this was a puzzle game, so they're thinking, okay, how many puzzles did we have? Well, we had that one puzzle in the Enchanted Earth where we had to unlock the Shadow Demons. That was kind of tough. It had no real meaning, and there was no way you could discover it without opening up the strategy guide. So, aside from that, we just had a bunch of little things. So, I guess the designer said, okay, let's just give them a whole level of nonsense puzzles that make no sense. Alright, so I guess you have to make these clocks the same as the other clock. I know I'm supposed to do that, I'm just, you know, giving conversation. Alright, so it's 5 past Gemini. Great. No, 8 o'clock, sorry. Alright, that should do it. And it did, okay. Alright, so now we have electrodes that are shooting out red lightning spheres. Alrighty. Okay, if this is the first understanding of technology, and this is how time and understanding actually began, then I can understand why Xerox needs to die. Imagine if he was allowed to live and continue his demonic time research, and we'd have little stopwatches running around today, and to get to work we'd have to jump on giant brain-shaped trampolines. Insanity. Alright, so what's this one? Or I guess I don't... It's Flying Gears. Only on Medieval. And apparently they ran out of enemy ideas, so they just decided the hands of a clock will kill you. And, okay, this isn't even, okay, they're not even trying here. What is this? Half past a star or a hand? What? A giant clock guillotine. Okay, this makes no sense. I mean, this goes beyond no sense. And no sane person come up. What is this? A guy with a moon? What? No sane person can come up with this. I'm gonna kill Xerox, not for bringing the dead back to life, not for causing pain and suffering throughout the land. I'm gonna kill him for coming up with this weird retardo sense of science. Alright. Alright, now where am I supposed to go? I was guessing back up here. Okay. And time room. Okay. Was that giant eyeball just functioning as a door? Couldn't I just, like, poke it? Alright, so this is making you go back and set the time to 5:35. And I'm guessing when I do this, it's gonna lock the other door. Wonderful. Alright, so 35 after Leo. Wonderful. And it's even more irritating that you have to continuously step on the button. You just can't stay in one place and let it go by itself. You gotta... Alright. Okay, you know what, game? Why would you put these stupid clocks in here? Not just to irritate me, but they're always in my face. And it's kind of a vision disruption. Alright. Crazy guillotine clock. This is a giant... Oh, more boiler I'm surprised that these guards didn't go insane having to be stationed at this crazy, messed up piece of machinery 24/7. I'd probably go crazy long ago. Alright, this is kind of hard to dodge. But, okay, did they really have no idea how to make enemies in this kind of place? They decided they just resorted to using sundials, flying eyeballs, and crosses as enemies. Really. That's the best they could come up with. Really. I'm being surrounded by freaking sundials. Never thought I'd say that in a sentence. And I don't know why those clocks are there, because you can easily walk around them. Whatever. Scythe blades. You can't really dodge them, but oddly enough, an axe blade cutting off your legs doesn't hurt you as much as an eyeball. Eyeball. Now, it's lucky they don't even have any... Alright, so what is this? Is this like a